Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Calpac Pack of Tooth and Claw, conquering the killer island of the Deadly Hills, which has long since ceased to be very deadly to the likes of us. If that remains to be seen for some of the other killer islands, though, well, we'll have to see what happens. But if you are unsure about what is going on with this tribe, if you are unsure about what kind of challenges we face, or what kind of devious romances and fantastic stories of triumph we have already begun, then do be sure to go back and watch the previous episodes, because we are wasting no time and the conquest continues. Oh, everybody is so sick. Everybody is so sick. Oh my gosh, everybody is so sick. Everybody's sick. Everybody's sick. Everybody's sick and someone died. Oh, phooey, it was Silk. All right. Well, Silk has just passed away, which is unfortunate. I think that would definitely warm her daughter's heart to the idea of actually going ahead and having some children of her own. Tarkil, in his excitement, why are there so many Bunnell sounds? Tarkil, in his excitement, is going to continue the conquest of this land around his beloved mate. And further down the beach here, we actually have Tataro, who probably should actually eat some of those bunnies because we have a huge tribe and it's constantly growing and we need food. But Tataro and Rilako, they're just best friends, tromping along, searching along the beaches and conquering every inch of land that we find over on that side. Very delightful and fun. Over here, we have yet another healthy and gorgeous child from Javir and Sakil, two of my favorite lines, continuing to come together to have gorgeous babies that I absolutely adore. So we're going to go ahead and have yet another gorgeous baby if we're so lucky. So we now have Sakil expecting another child. She'll just pop up here, and we will leave Javari down here to kind of keep an eye on his sons. Very handsome, wonderful sons. They have actually had several now. Von was their firstborn, and he has a triple lucky name. He is going to keep an eye on his family and kind of claw away at some of the territory here. If his father could, I am sure that Javari would go hunting all of these rabbits, but they're just, he's got to watch over his sons. His sons will have to grow up and hunt the rabbits for him. All right, we have Zaxel over here, who is going to continue the territory conquest and exploring right beside Tarkil, who doesn't know it, but he's about to become a grandfather over on that side. We have the unfortunately very sickly family of boys over here, born from Lalame, who is deeply in love and unfortunately having a hard time getting pregnant again with her mate, Axia. But Axia is determined to prove to the rest of the tribe that even though he and his mate Lalame are sickly, they could come together in their sickness and show strength to the tribe. So Kuvan and all of their other children are young and rambunctious and falling over each other all of the time. But good people, good members of the pack, they do their best, and they will hopefully, possibly, have a mate of their own in young Rasis, who was the last born of the bringers of the Berina Snout, but not born with the Berina Snout and born sickly. So rumor has it that she was actually punished slightly for her parents' hubris. Tankrar was quite the sassy guy, totally assured of himself, and considered himself the all-important guy for being the father of the Berina Snouted children. He turned his back on his sickly daughter, Rasis, but she was rescued by Arku, who unfortunately is about to pass away, but he is going to guide the young one over to his family, right over here, his sickly family, where hopefully Rasis will have her pick from a bevy of boys that might possibly have healthy children with her, as they do not have, potentially, the same immunity illness. We will simply have to wait and see. Meanwhile, Garu has somehow managed to get a leech, which I think would quite upset his mate, Melise. But Melise has also managed to have another Berina Snouted child! Melise has yanked the title of Queen and Princess right out of the grasp of her brother. So, well, her brother wasn't the queen. But Trout here had many children with the current tribe, the pack leader, Isley, in the hopes that they would be like him, Barina snouted and powerful. But none of his children ended up with Barina snouts. They all ended up having normal cracker jaws. So that really was a blow to his pride. And now his sister has stolen his thunder by having a Barina snouted child. So may she and he have many healthy little ones, and may Hal help them out. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. All right, so she's gonna have another child. We're gonna go ahead and get Garu on the process of gathering more bunnies to feed this growing tribe. It's huge. There's so many tribe members. I don't know what to do with all of them anymore. Other than trying to eat right now, I guess. Tankrar, thank goodness you watched over the babies whilst they were young. We'll go ahead and destroy this nest. Tankrar can eat some nuts. Trout will kind of stare at his youngest, Seri, his young daughter. And Tanu will go ahead and wiggle his way down here. Look at this. We've been ignoring this aggressive Barina. You know why? Because he's just lunch. That's all he is to us now. Meanwhile, Gultar continues his rage of conquest because he is very upset that he was actually completely ignored because his brother, Trout, was born with the Barina snout. So he's a little upset about that. Trout is kind of put out too that he has not had any children with the Barina snout, but Isley may have another child with him. We'll have to see. Isley just had a very weird looking baby named Lara with Blink. And the reason that we are having Lara and Lara's older sister Miri born is because Blink possibly carries some immunity genes that cannot be found elsewhere in our family tree. He is the only child that we have had with a wanderer. His mother was Rimi, a wanderer who basically summed up her life with whatever. So she was quite the character, actually. Quite hilarious in her own way. But we're gonna go ahead, and I think that Isley is going to be like, I gave you 3 children. I am giving Blink 3 children. You're going to be patient with me. Spring fever, what the heck? Oh my gosh, we got an achievement. Holy canoodles. I don't even remember what that one is for. Maybe it's for mating like 10 times in the same day, because have we truly done that? Oh, I'm doomed if we've done that. But Blink is now going to have a 3rd child with Isley, who will see it as her duty to spread her genes about as she should to improve the strength of the tribe, but is going to do it in her own way. So she is going to have another child with Blink. Hopefully it will be a very healthy one. Blink, come get some food so we can try to feed your growing family. And their first child, Miri, is trying to keep up with that friendly Barina. And the reason we're doing that is actually because we're hoping to get more friendly Barina genes in the family tree. Also, Naten is not going to put up with that rogue male. It's not something that we do in this tribe to really allow the rogue males to harass our females. Part of being strong is so that we can have the honor of protecting our family. So we will take care of that guy, no problem. Naruto is going to do some exploring from up here with his very excited little brother, who knows, his packmate. There we go, his excited packmate Kirta. Pansy is going to come and do some exploring over here as well. We are conquering this island. We are conquering this land. I am taking it over. Oh yeah. All right, and we're good. Fantastic. Boom! Lots of people born. Oh my gosh, and lots of people sick. No, Aru! I am gonna miss Aru so much. He was so cool, guys. And he brought over little Rasis so that she won't be lonely, even though she's a sickly creature too. So I think everybody over here is upset about the death of Uncle Aru. That would be quite distressing for this group of the tribe. Lalami is about to pass away, unfortunately, because she is sickly. Hopefully she can have one last child. Like, I know this is so weird because it's just an entire sickly, beautifully striped family tree. They've only had boys, which is also hilarious to me. But I really love them, so I want to give them the best I've got to offer. So Dukvan, I mean, they even have the potential of having a mate now. So they have a ton of adolescent boys. This must be like the loudest spot on the island over here. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go ahead and gather up some of these bunnies since there are so many of them. Hopefully we'll have plenty to eat over here. I should not have sent Geru so far away, but he has another child, a unfortunately sickly daughter. I didn't expect that to happen with one of our like strong, like Barina-jawed children. All right, Pansy is going to rush over at the news and bring young Kirvan over. We must keep the strongest among us alive through the difficult days of childhood, where the only thing that can really plague them are the awful vulture birds from above and the sickness from within. And we are going to bring Sequoise. She is going to be sent away so that she will not get the sickness too. And Melise shall stay by her child until the last moment of the day, where hopefully little Siko will be able to survive. And if she does make it to juvenilehood, guess what? We have a whole bunch of sickly nichelings she can actually go and take as a mate. We have also unlocked a new gene. What the heckerdoodle? What gene was it? I'm looking. I'm trying to remember from last time. We already had normal fertility unlocked. Oh, number of generations with normal blood clotting would be another good marker of... Siko, you have Barina ears! Oh my gosh, that is so cool! Apparently they do give us a big hearing boost. They give you +3 hearing. Cool! She has 3 hearing. Everybody else has 3 hearing too. Never mind, that's not as cool as I thought it was. They're just cute. They're cute Barina ears. So at least there's that with Siko, and she invited that aspect into the tribe. So that's pretty cool. But it would be a good idea if we wanted to get number of generations to remember that normal blood clotting is an option too. All right, well, let's keep going. Tankrar, this is all regrowable grass, so we can just go ahead and forget this nonsense. I think we will go ahead and maybe eat some of the nuts though. We're getting a little bit desperate on food. Well, I say that with over 100 food, but we've got so many nichelings, guys. This is ridiculous. All right, we had that baby born. Who else was born? This baby. So 2 babies born over here. We're gonna do more exploring. Kirta, yeah, Kirta, get that bush. And Naruto is gonna jump down. Oh my gosh, I literally can't explore. I'm tripping over so many bunnies. This island is infested with rabbits. All right, come on, Cuckoo. No, don't dig. Oh, I misclicked. Curses. All right, Dandelion, meanwhile, is continuing to explore with Prince Tanu. I do believe she's quite intrigued by him and him by her. Hopefully that'll go somewhere. They look closely related, but they're actually not as closely related as you might think. There's the friendly Barina coming to visit with us. Good to see where he actually is, so Miri can jump on over. She's old enough to have a child. So there we go. Nice. Maybe she can pop up here. Her mom just had her 3rd child, another beautiful daughter, child of Blink. There we go. We'll go ahead and eat that. And so maybe her mom can actually kind of see where Miri is going to go from here with her own children. I think that's quite intriguing. So let's go ahead and have little Lara kind of scooch over. She's exceptionally unique looking. And we're going to have Isley sort of step over and keep an eye on her daughter and encourage her to go ahead, and grandchild right there. And Trout can destroy boulders. What? What? That's so cool. Wow. Okay, I think Trout is beginning to realize that he could not prove himself through having like his children born with Barina snout, but gosh darn it, he's going to prove himself by conquering some of the land. And then Nathan is going to jump down here, and I think Nathan is going to set his sights on this island. If he can make it before old age, who the heck knows? We're gonna have to see. And my favorites, oh, my little loves, new Kirta, come over here, join your brother Van at exploring this area. New Roro, you're also going to join your brothers in exploring. And Sakil is going to jump down into her nest and make herself comfortable, where Javari is going to stay nearby his beautiful mate, and hopefully this plant will regrow so that Sakil will have even longer with us upon eating the healing fruits. Down here, a boy! A beautiful boy named Takir, who we will probably rename, born with Karosi. I think she's very proud, but also, and her mother, Silk, is right over here. I think she wants a daughter. So they'll probably keep having children until they have a daughter. But they also need to be responsible with exploring and expanding their territory. The regrowable grass doesn't count. We've conquered all of this. I am so proud. All right, meanwhile, down here, let's do this. We've got bunnies in the way again. Ah, so many bunnies. I shouldn't complain. We need the food. We have a really, really, really big tribe, and it's just continually growing. That's a problem. But we'll keep going, and we're working our way, believe it or not, my friends, slowly and surely. Okay, everybody is in the nest. Okay, and we're gonna have to move Melise, unfortunately. Hang in there, Seiko. But we are moving our way slowly and surely to the jungle area. Dun dun dun! I'm so excited. I just need to make sure we don't miss on the grass that's kind of in the corners. All right. So many sickly nichelings. So many. Whoa! So many sickly nichelings. Oh my goodness. All right, we had some deaths. Oh no! My little romantic couple is gone, and they only have one older brother named Kuvan to watch over all of them. Kuta, what the heck? We just had a random wanderer kind of tumble on in. I mean, I guess. Hey, stop! Don't go near the sicklies. We'll figure out what to do with him in just a second. We'll let all of the juveniles kind of peck away. At least this is quite the team who can do a lot of avid exploring, to be honest. And we'll leave Kuvan to watch over his newly born younger sister, Makosi. Oh, the bones of his father, the bones of his mother, and the bones of their like uncle, all right next to them. That's quite the tragic picture. But keep in mind, everyone, this is a sign of love and devotion from a section of the tribe who kind of built their own tribe. They refused to give up on the fact that even though they were sickly, they could be part of this pack. So I'm very proud of them. All right, we're going to keep moving. Zixel is going to do some exploring. Von has reached an age where he shall too begin exploring. Hopefully he will find a beautiful mate of his own. I am in love with his appearance. He is quite gorgeous. Very proud about that. Babyborn, this little one. Babyborn, this little one. Sakil, you've had another boy. Karoro. I'm a little nervous. We're really high on the number of boys. Not so high on the number of, like, girls. We'll go ahead. Javari will continue his usual watchfulness over his mate and his growing children. And his boys will continue their exploring. Von leads the way. His brothers are right behind them. They're all tumbling their way down the cliffside where they will continue to expand our territory. Speaking of expanding our territory, boom, boom, boom. Take that, little island. I am defeating you. Go away, leech. Hang in there, Relako. All right. And we're going to go ahead and have little Takir scooch over so that his mom, Karosi, can get back in the nest. She really wants to have a girl to name after her mother, Silk. So we're going to work on that. Oh, we're conquering the land. Yes. This fleet of sickly boys actually is quite helpful. And little Seiko has actually survived another day. So her mother is allowed to stay near her. Near her. There, yeah, that's what I meant to say. That sounded weirder. Like putting near her, allowed near her. Sort of like made it sound a lot more awkward than it was. All right, these two can have another child. However, Melise needs to move away from Seiko by the end of the day. And hopefully Seiko will survive and join our little group of sickly nichelings. Believe it or not, that is actually a good thing for her. Hal is going to continue to explore. Sequoise is quite lovely. And I might swing around to say hello to Von, actually. And Kirvan. No females to really share with you. Sorry, buddy. All right, Sequoise, we're going to actually have her start kind of moving over here. I kind of want to swing Sequoise around. Not into that bird. But swing Sequoise around where she can meet up with some of my beloveds right over here. Some of my favorite genes are on this side of the family tree. So I might need to get them over there. Kirvan is old enough to do some exploring too. Pansy, old enough to do some exploring. We'll grab these nuts as we go by. Let's see. And I feel like Tankrar, kind of in his hubris, should be the one who has to stay here and get the nuts. And Miana can go forth. Miana, you're pretty healthy. You're pretty good. I think you actually have some Barina Snout recessive genes. So I'm going to send Miana around the long way too, to maybe meet up with all my beautiful boys that we're having born on this side. So hopefully we can unite those sides of the family tree. And otherwise, we will continue to clear away the land and to conquer it and make it our own. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would. But progress is actually beginning to be made. I am so proud of this group. Seri is going to come and she's going to give it her all too. Dandelion is still keeping an eye. Tanu has been like a child forever. But I think Dandelion, hey, this is like my nest now. Throut has now conquered this area and destroyed this rock in pride of his newfound strength. He may not have known it, but he can actually be a rock destroyer. This is a friendly Barina. We're not going to worry about him. We are going to ford our way across the water with Naten. Everything is coming together. I'm so proud. I'm so proud. And we are going to see what Miri's child, she'll go ahead and step into the nest, what Miri's child with the, unexpectedly, with the friendly Barina is going to be. And Lara is quite interesting looking. She looks kind of like she's literally a Sphinx cat, and she has like no coloring on her anywhere. But we'll send Laura around. She's got the possible genes that Blink added in, and I feel like Istri is feeling a little sassy, so we might let Istri have another child with Blink. We'll have to see. All right, we'll step over here. Can they have another child? Apparently, the Nicheling gods have said no, so maybe we won't let her have another child. That would be a lot to feed. Okay, well, I'll give up on that. But they are going to stick around to take care of their grandchild. But Blink, I think, does know that they do need to continue on. So he's going to go with Laura, and he's going to lead little Rala over to other new areas. And Isri will join them as soon as she sees the birth of her Hasperina grandchild. And we'll see how that works out. All right, is that everybody? All right, good. On the nest. Okay, has to step away from child. Sorry, hang in there, Seiko. And we're good. Survive, Seiko. Yes, we made it without the advent of being attacked by birds. Okay, who's bleeding and why? Dang it, bleached. We've been bleached. Totoro will handle that. He's got this. And then in exchange, Rilako can get a bit more of this island. Fantastic. Somebody passed away. No! It was Melissa's old mate. Why? So sad. I think she will go ahead and have a child over here. She destroyed a rock in her grief. She will have another child over here. Hopefully it will be a Barina snouted child like her daughter Seiko, who's going to pop over and find herself a warm and loving home amongst the many sickly nichelings who actually call this place their own. So we'll get some meat over here. We have a deadly Barina threatening Zaxel. Not an issue. He's just dinner. Not a problem at all. Van and his brothers are going to forge on and continue to explore the land. So Nukita is going to join them. Beautiful, beautiful family tree. I'm so proud of this line. Look how beautiful they are. Are going to continue on. And Zaxel will continue on as well. And Zaxel, he's not sickly, so we'll have to make sure we don't mix the sickly and the not sickly group. Rice is sickly. She won't have long for this world. And I feel that she will possibly make a good mate with Dukvan. So Rice we actually specifically brought over here because she's sickly. And oh, there's even a little, oh, that's awesome. There's even a healing fruit over here that we might be able to have her eat. Oh, and look at that. Look at that. Dukvan can actually fetch a bunch of fish out of the water for his mate. Fantastic. Meanwhile, McQuace, very young. Her brother is watching over her. Seiko has just popped in and she is shocked and, oops, her brother is watching over her. Stay there, Kuvan. But I think Seiko is shocked to find herself accepted and safe and acting like everything is normal, even though they have a shorter life than most with all of these sickly nichelings. So that went over well. We will continue to have a few of my nichelings just keep poking this direction in the hopes of having some positive exploration. Mian will continue. Kirvan, should we swing around here? We've got a lot of nichelings that can swing around that side. So Kirvan's going to start exploring over here. Pansy will go with her brother, and they'll do some exploring on this side. I feel like Tankrar, kind of like his son, who got so full and sassy of himself, has just kind of resigned himself to eating nuts because he has lost any gumption after not being able to recreate even more of those Barina snouts. He just got too full of himself. He couldn't appreciate the children that he had. He had to think, oh, if I have as many Barina snouted children as possible, I shall be like renowned amongst the pack. He forgot that the pack cares for all of its members and they take care of one another. And they've got to eat. There's so many of them. How will I feed all of you? Blink, come get this rabbit. Okay, there we go. And Lara can get this mole. That was actually a really good stroke of luck. Seri can come with them. And we can actually start pushing this side of the family up along this island. Because we're getting there. We're conquering this thing. I can't believe we only had to fight one deadly Barina. Alright, and we have the birth of a young Kirnu, who is part Barina himself. Will his mom pop right down and immediately become expectant with a sibling for him? And then Rala is going to go join her sister at exploring that side of the island. And Isli is actually going to join them as well. So Isli is going to head out. She's going to tell her daughter, come bring the grandchildren. We're conquering this island and seeking out new resources, as is our destiny, I guess, suppose. Their destiny and the task left before them by their ancestors. So, all right, we're going to do that. Throut has discovered a love of destroying rocks, so I will let him do so. And Tanu is one of... Tanu and Dandelion, I actually think, definitely have a thing together. I'm not sure what kind of a thing. They might want to pass on some Barina snouts. I think he has it, but we're just going to try to reinforce that. And, oh, I think we got... No, I got Big Nose a while ago. And they already have Barina Claw. So let's try to pass on some stripes. Let's get some stripes in there. Let's get some, let's see, maybe some different colored fur. I really like the darker colored fur. Let's try adding in an unexpected twist of black fur just to see what might happen. And Dandelion and Tanu, I do believe, will have a child, but let's scooch them down a little bit. They're not going to have their child here. She doesn't think the nest is good enough for it. So we're going to scooch down here, try to find a new nest. We are moving the family along. Is that everybody? Almost. We still have a whole nother half of the island. Holy cannolis. There's so many nichelings. All right. Eating the bunnies. We have had... Oh no, we have a sickly son. Curses with adorable ears. A sickly son with adorable ears named Rokyukir has been born. That is so sad. All right. Karosi. She's going to come over, get pregnant. And we're going to have to keep an eye on our sickly son. That's very sad. If only Sakai had time. No, Sakai is going to die. That's so sad. I don't want Sakai to die. I love her. I really don't want her to die. No. I'm very upset about this. But Sakai is about to pass away. And Javari is going to stay nearby his mate till the end. Oh, so sad. All right, anybody else? Anybody else need to move? Anybody? Nope, everybody is where there should be. Whew, let's do this. Sakai! Oh, I loved her. She was one of my favorite love stories. Why, Sakai? She's left behind, shockingly, another son. We're having all boys born. I should probably be very concerned about this fact. All right, we'll go ahead and bury Sakai with love and Javari. And just at the moment that the fruit came back again. That is just such cruel fate. I can't even handle how cruel that fate is. That the fruit that would have extended her life returns to us a moment too late. Rokier continues to grow. I think his mom will come and she'll sit next to him. She just cannot end the day next to him. And we'll have Tarkil go ahead and continue to explore this land and show his son the ropes, which basically means walking on rabbits in this tribe. Oh my goodness. And then for Loco, she's going to explore over here, and she has got Tataro as her companion to continue conquering this little island. They're going to be so proud when they are done with that nonsense. What do we have over here? Just a whole bunch of family members. Zakai I'm going to move him down here to kind of set a waypoint that I can then send a whole bunch of my other nichelings to. Where'd that bunny go? You cannot have escaped me that far. There we go. And we're going to start moving the family into the thickets. So these are all of the children of my beloved Javari and his mate that have actually wiggled over here. And then random Zixal, who they bumped into and is teaching them the ropes. Speaking of the ropes, Anami is unfortunately a sickly child, but she is well loved amongst her family. We will not question it. We will go ahead and allow even more children to be born should the nicheling gods decree that a pregnancy is capable. Then we will simply allow it to happen. There we go. So we'll scooch over here. All right, go ahead, get rid of that. And also Siko is kind of finding her way in the sickly tribe. Siko and the sickly tribe. Oh no, that does kind of rhyme. And Kuvan is going to help clear this area out. We also have two sickly ones over here with Dooku and Tatak here. Oh my goodness, so many nichelings. So many nichelings. It's been like, I haven't had this many nichelings since our 101 Dalmatians tribe, which was quite the event of its own. But we're going to keep moving. Kirvan will keep our sickly nichelings apart from the others, but the tribe members are becoming quite curious and beginning to see one another as we clear all of the grasses, which kind of gives them a hint that there is more out there to be found. As Komi has been born, she is not a sickly child. Unfortunately, she is not a Barina-snouted child. Melise is young yet, and even though her mate was older, she must know in her bones that she has a responsibility to find a new mate. And look at this. Here comes a bevy of mostly brothers that we will have to be careful about that she can possibly find a new mate with. I think I may wait and like have Melise mate with one of my beautiful boys on this side of the island because I very much like those genes. All right, Miana is going to help do a little exploring over here and keep an eye. Aha! Big exploring on the tree trunk. I love tree trunks. All the better to see the No, don't dig! All the better to see the land that we will conquer with. All right, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and destroy this berry bush. Cuckoo has done some exploring. Glotar, dive in there! He's an aggressive creature, so he would have no problem diving in there to get a bunch of bunnies. And Dandelion is going to keep up with her mate, Cuckoo. I believe Cuckoo was her mate. Pretty darn sure. Pretty darn sure. Alright, so she's going to keep up with her mate. Somebody got bleached! Really? Glotar. Okay, we'll take care of Glotar later. And Trout is going to destroy that rock and then kind of clue in that the rest of the family has moved on and follow them. Oh my gosh, we have so many nichelings. So many nichelings. We're going to have Kirkirnu go ahead and follow his mother Miri. And Miri is going to continue the exodus this direction. Heavily pregnant, mind you, with another half-Barina child who can possibly add in some essential genes to the family tree. Nathan is about to explore that very last scrap of grass for us. Bless him. And let's see. Yeah, Tankrar crankily eating all of the the nuts down there. And Blink is going to continue moving with his children. So we'll send Larry. We'll go this direction. Larry this direction. Isley this direction, cleaning up behind her as we go. Blink this direction as well. He's trying to get those bunnies. And Rala, are you short-sighted? Rala's short-sighted. What? Okay, we need to make note not to breed her. Rala, interesting. Blink, maybe you didn't have as many good genes as I was hoping. And Seri is going to go with the rest of this group of the family to clear out this little pod. Phew! Alright, where are we now? Grow up, little guy! I can only offer you so much. Here, hide in the bushes. Maybe he's very well camouflaged. So I'm very much hoping that he will actually be immune to any of the birds because he's so well camouflaged. I'm really hoping that's the case. All right. How's that? How's that? Okay. All right, guys. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do one more day just to see everything happen. and then we will have to leave it for next time. The grand exodus continues. Nobody has died. Everybody is sick. Nathan, if you would do the honors, please. Boom. Ah, that's so satisfying. We have discovered another island, conquered every scrap of grass on it. Let us fly across the sky, possibly do the same here. Please, I'm begging you. So close. Just one left on this, and then we will have discovered this island as well. Let's see, anything else? And we have a beautiful child named Seri. She is unfortunately sickly, as all of our nichelings are, but she shall be named after her grandmother Silk. So Silka it is. So, and she's got adorable Barina ears, which apparently Takil and Cornisi have the recessive traits for, and it's popping out because that's adorable. All right, and I think that's good. I don't think we're going to grab that food before someone else does it for us. I don't think we have any other babies born this round, but we've got a lot of work to do. So guys, we're doing it. We literally have just a scrap left, and then we are going to have to scrape together which genes we feel are the best and leave for the jungle, where after being so sassy and feeling that we have conquered the killer island and can check that off our list, we must now see if we can conquer the apes and show them what for destroying one of my favorite tribes. And I shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye, guys.